My favorite thing about Guyana is that I'm the prettiest girl here. Okay, I'm not even...
You look like a handsome Squidward. You look like God decided that he was going to get up one day and be creative, but he was drunk.
Hey guys, this is your girl Waldina Lopez. I'm gonna talk about this video that is going viral on TikTok about this South African white lady who came on the internet explaining about Guyana, and she was saying how she's the prettiest girl over there on that country.
I'm the prettiest girl here. Okay, I'm not even tooting my horn when I say that. It is a literal fact. Okay, I think it could be on Google.
Now, of course, she's delusional to even think about that she's the prettiest girl over there. If you see Guyanese women, they're like top tier. They're like so beautiful. And of course, nobody was having that. TikTok, of course, dragged her. And a lot of people made the statements that she was coming from a not colorist, let's say, white privilege place slash, her thinking that she's the beauty standards because of her white skin. And it probably worked in like multiple places. So she thought she messed around and found out. And she thought that her beauty is the standard in that country as well. So a lot of white women don't understand, and they do think that they're the beauty standard everywhere else in the world. Now, don't get me wrong. White supremacy has colonized basically the whole world, right? It has affected the whole world, the way people see and define beauty. But a lot of people nowadays are pretty much reflecting on the beauty standards that they're being given and redefining those standards. And in a country like Guyana, which is so diverse, you see a lot of people have beautiful brown skin. A lot of people are starting to embrace that. So, of course, nobody was having that, oh, I'm the prettiest girl here. A lot of people were dragging her. So, I'm going to post those videos and then I'll be back with my commentary.
Alright, so when I made the video last week, I said it. I said Guyanese and Caribbean people in the world have an Anglo-Saxon mentality, whereby everything light and bright we put on a pedestal. Miss, you need to win Miss Guyana at least once before you can talk. You're the most beautiful girl in Guyana, and even when you win, it's only 1 year you can boast that you're the most beautiful girl. You don't check off none of the check bars that Caribbean men like. You don't have a Kim Kardashian look. You don't have a Cardi B look. Skinny is not it for Caribbean men. We like thick with curves. You don't have that. Whichever you come from, probably that's your beauty standard. But you need to talk that in your country, that you're the most beautiful woman in your country for those standards. I don't know the type of men who will be running you down and probably fill this up to you. But sad to say, I do not see this. And I keep telling Guyanese people all the time, stop every time you see these light-skinned people thinking that they like you the way how you like them. They don't like you the way how you like them, you know, because I will never go to a country and they welcome me with open arms and then talk I'm the most handsome man in this country. That's disrespectful to every man in that country. This is disrespectful to every woman in Guyana, right? And that is it.
There is this alabaster demon on TikTok that made a video with her entire chest and said, "Oh my God, my favorite thing about being in Guyana is that I'm the prettiest girl here, bitch." You are not even the prettiest girl by European standard. So how dare you come to a Caribbean country with predominant black people and then try to compare yourself in Caribbean beauty standard? Baby, you cannot compete where you don't compare. You look like a handsome Squidward. You look like God decided that he was going to get up one day and be creative, but he was drunk. You look like when God didn't make you, he literally just get a spin wheel and just when you look for your eyes, he just fling on a bunch of eyes and just spin the wheel and choose. So nothing about you matches your face. You look like the mask. And then you have the audacity to be in a country with be a pretty bumbuck girl. And I thought, well, you are the prettiest girl there? Girl, you look like an experiment gone wrong. You look like you are one of Frankenstein's monster and not even one of the better ones. You look like his very first experiment. And you know, said usually when things are the first thing them, now the experiment, them don't really make good. That's what you look like. And you have the nerve, the gall, the audacity to talk about you're the prettiest girl in Guyana. And it's also like it is so annoying that you guys cling so much to your whiteness because you feel like, oh, once I am white, it makes me pretty. No, baby. No. No, I wouldn't even call it alabaster roach. I wouldn't even call it a powder demon. even though your video had racist undertones. But babe, at this point, I just hope the people out of Guyana meet at the airport and bust ya.
The prettiest girl in Guyana quickly realized that colorism is not on her side. And let's be very clear, we have to stop equating beauty to light skinned, acting like those features don't be hit sometimes. Okay, I don't go out in the world. First of all, I know a myriad of chocolate women, dark-skinned women that would eat baby up in their sleep, bonnet included. I don't even go out with this notion that because I'm lighter skinned, I should be, I'm fine because I am. And so are they. And so if I'm not picked, it's not because of some, no. That's just what they wanted. Period. I don't go out with this notion of I'm the baddest. And we know what that's rooted in, especially when you're a lighter skinned person and you know what you're told, especially from guys, red bone this, red bone that, red bone this, red bone that. And even if you don't act on it, let's not act like those seeds can't start to take root. But it's your job to uproot them, because all it is upholding a false narrative about beauty standards, which she quickly realized ain't what it is, babe. So please. Thank you for the apology. I'm not even Guyanese, but what I will say is this: out of the mouth, the heart speaks. And so my prayer is beyond that apology, that you'll start to uproot some of that poor doctrine. Because baby, if you don't humble yourself, this app will.
Hi, it's how y'all doing? This young lady left South Africa and went to Guyana and got deported. No, she didn't get deported by the Guyana government, but she was deported by the Guyanese people. But wait. Before you feel sorry for her, let me tell you what she do and why the Guyanese people think that it was in their right to deport this young lady. First of all, she go to a country that is predominantly populated by black and brown people and declare that she is the prettiest person in the country. Guyanese people took it as colorism. Because she is of Caucasian descent, she thinks that she has white privilege, and as such, she is the prettiest people in a country, prettiest woman in a country of brown and black women. Let me also state some of the other things that she said. She said that Guyana was basically not known until they find oil. So now that Guyana got oil, she has been taking it upon herself to invite people to come and get some of Guyana oil money. She also said that Guyanese has their own version of English that is not well understood. She also said that Guyana is underpopulated. No one is basically living in Guyana, and Guyanese are chilling in the forest. Guyanese are basically living in the forest. She highlighted Jonestown massacre as a point of interest for Guyana. And these are some adjectives that she used to describe Guyana: quirky and straight. So I can understand why the people of Guyana decided that, we're not having this, and they, not politely, they were not demure in asking her to get out the country, which she promptly did. If you're going to go to a country, learn the people culture, learn the ways. Don't go trying to insult and embarrass people in their own country and expect that you're going to receive a warm welcome. You don't mess with Guyanese. Guyanese get their own form of vigilante justice, and they ain't gonna wait for the law to come in and deal with you if they think that they can do a better job in dealing with you. Guyana is a beautiful place, and they welcome visitors and tourists. But when you go to Guyana, make sure you learn.
Let me just say this. This girl is used to having a privilege, her quote unquote pretty privilege, which is basically attached to her white privilege. And in a country that she lives, which is South Africa, it is very well known to white people to have superiority overall, not just in South Africa, but of course all over the world, right? Um, so a lot of white women or women with lighter skin end up growing up with that complex of superiority based on how they're treated, based on the society beauty standards. A lot of people believe that the closest to whiteness, the more beautiful you are. So her probably getting used to that whole treatment and feeling um beautiful or whatever, she created a sense of entitlement and superiority, and this probably has been working for her, maybe in the past where she's from or maybe in other countries, but it did not work for her in Guyana. She messed around and found out, because a lot of Guyanese, for what it seems like, they have their own beauty standards. They're not conformed with the Western beauty standards, which a lot of countries still unfortunately deal with that. But a lot of countries, even a lot of African countries, like beautiful brown, dark skin could be the standard of beauty depending on the country, the region, or whatever place you are in. So some people don't know that not all white beauty standard is not always praised. It's not praised in everywhere in the world. It takes work, it takes time, but there are places, as in right now, that have beauty standards that are non-Western or Westernized influence. So Guyana, it seems like they are a pretty good example of that. And I'm really glad that people call her out on a BS, because a lot of people have to realize that just because you're lighter doesn't make you better, and you don't have to be, big headed about your looks based on your skin color. So this is all I have to say. And of course, she posted an apology video. Nobody was having it. Nobody accepted that apology. Everybody was just like, girl, bye.
Hi everyone. I would personally like to come on here and apologize. I am so sorry for everything that I have said about Guyana. I want to do a huge apology, a genuine sorry to the Guyanese people, and especially the Guyanese women. I understand the gravity of the situation, the gravity of my words, and I just want to say I'm really sorry. I genuinely love Guyana and I love the Guyanese people. So I don't want to make any excuses for my words, my videos, what I've said. I just want to hold myself accountable. And I've been seeing your videos, comments, posts about me, and I'm also glad you guys are holding me accountable for what I said. I think it's very important in this day and age that we do that with people who have a platform. So yeah, I really truly never meant any ill intent, but I can 100% see where I was wrong. What I said was terrible, and yeah, I hope that you can give me the chance to grow and learn from the situation. I know a lot of you will not forgive me, and I completely understand, and you will not like me, and you're completely in your right, but I will never stop trying. And I feel like actions speak louder than words. I want to show you guys how I will do better, how I will be better for Guyana and for the Guyanese people. I am not here to colonize. I'm not here to take anyone's jobs. I was just posting TikToks from a tourist perspective, where I can also see that didn't take well. So I'm also sorry for that. But yeah, I'm really nervous making this video. You Guyanese are a tough crowd. But I hope you will allow me the chance to move forward and show you guys how I can be better.
2-3 days afterwards, I would like the people to have their own opinion, and I'll give my opinion. And let me say this. I agree with a lot of people what they say. We don't accept that apology. I would say I have 3 main reasons why I will not accept that apology. Number 1, who gives the apology and laugh? Imagine me killing somebody or assaulting somebody and going in front of the court and saying I would like to apologize to leniency and then chuckling about it. That's not an apology. If you're laughing, that means that you really and truly don't understand the gravity of the situation. You have said that many times, that you understand the gravity of the situation, but clearly you don't. Because why would you laugh about something that deeply hurts so many people on so much levels, right? And then I saw a part in your video, you're saying that you represent Guyana and you'll do better for the Guyanese people in the future. I would like all the Guyanese to understand, I've said this many times, what we're getting in this country is not an Mbani, it's not a Mark Zuckerberg, it's not a Bill Gates. It's the worst of the worst from other country. This young lady was cancelled from South Africa. For what? Making sexist remarks. You know what she said? A young man was on a show dating program and a girl wanted to sleep with him. And he said that, man, I'm saving myself from marriage. Her remarks on camera was, you should have sexually assaulted him. You should have raped him. Right? And that's what she was cancelled for in South Africa. What I'm saying is, if she's cancelled in her own country, they're saying, we want nothing to do with you. You're not the face of South Africa. Y'all going and dig these people out to the bottom of the barrel and bring them to Guyana and saying, all right, here, you'll be the face of Guyana. to the tourism industry, the tourism minister, and everybody else who deal with tourism. Really and truly, one of the fastest growing economy, or the fastest growing economy in the Caribbean and in the Western Hemisphere. That is who you're going to choose as a representative of our country. Somebody who was cancelled in their own country, somebody who their country wants nothing to do with. Come on, do better, right? Secondly, she said she's not here to steal jobs. I don't know who the hell was thinking that you came to work. It's obvious you're a colonizer. The same thing you're saying you're not, you are. Right? Let me give you the scenario. Back in the days, we used to be working hard on the plantation and plowing the land and doing everything. And the slave master used to go and bring his wife to enjoy all the spoils. It's the same thing you're doing. Right? Guyanese people are out here punishing, GPL lashing you to fucking head with $50,000 and $70,000 light bill. The government saying that they cannot intervene and subsidize the electricity. But you're here living it up. Going to all the fancy restaurants. You've only been to fancy places. Let me show you this. Gordon Ramsay was here, who's way more popular than she is. For those of you who don't know who Gordon Ramsay is, he's a successful businessman, multimillionaire. He's a successful TV show host who actually has his own program who people actually found out somebody was cancelled, right? And when he came to Guyana, he been down to the market, he was riding on a horse carriage. He been to a bunch of local cafes, small business places to promote the small businesses. You're here at all the big places to the rich people. So when you're going to say that you didn't come here to work, who thought that you came here to work is very, very stupid. Because you did not came here to work. Somebody's funding you. You're being funded by somebody who's already ripping us off. I don't know who it is, but it's definitely the money's funding your endeavors. So nobody thought you came to work. So stop with that nonsense, right? And last but not least, right? When you're saying that you did not know that we were that touchy and it would have hit us so hard, who could go to South Africa and just got there and is a social media influencer and say that they're the most beautiful woman in South Africa? Y'all would have tore them limb from limb, especially if they were African and they trumped all of you white girls by saying, what? I'm the most beautiful girl here. You would have tore her limb from limb. Why? Let me say this, and I'm done with this when I'm going to say this, right? It's a peasant mentality. Even if somebody's better looking than you, but you perceive that you're higher value because you have more than them and you're entitled more than them, beauty goes out the window. And that's exactly what you promoted there, a peasant mentality. It had nothing to do with who better looking, who have more carbs, who actually have boobs that could stand up on its own. It had to do with the fact that you're white and you think that you're privileged. And because of that, we will not accept your apology. I like the Guyanese who are making video and calling for you to leave our country. And I would call on the tourism industry and whoever else that brought you here to let you leave. Bring someone else. They in it. That's the bottom of the fucking barrel. Y'all bringing here to promote us. As you're already disrespecting our country. So she should leave just like how she came. We don't want her representing Guyana.
Guys, what do you guys think about this whole situation? Do you think that she's actually sorry for her actions? What do you think? Make sure you let me know in the comments down below. Let me know, why do you think that she made that video? Because for me it's obvious, right? But maybe I'm confused over here. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you know when I post, and I'll see you next time.